Hi, my name is Gina, and today I'm going to teach you how to assemble and disassemble a system unit. So what we have here is a Dell Optiplex GX 270. So first we're going to open the case. So we have to push these two buttons on the side, this side and the other side. So you push them at the same time. So when you hear that, you have to open it slightly and slowly. So what's inside of the system unit is we have the motherboard, fan slot, the system, the power supply, the disk drive, and the floppy disk. So the next step is we're going to unplug all the cables inside of the system unit. So carefully unplug all the connecting wires. So it is also important for you that while unplugging all this is you have to remember their original position. So some of them it's really hard to unplug. So now that we remove all the cable wires or the connectors, the next step is we're going to remove the disk drive and the floppy disk. So you're just going to pull this up, and there you go. And also the floppy disk. So next step is we're going to remove the power supply. So this one is tricky, so you have to be careful. So, now the next is the power supply. Now you have to pull this down and then slide it carefully. So our next is the fan slot. So we're going to remove the screw. So also in removing the screw, you have to be careful. So just lift this one. Now, so after we remove the fan slot, next is we're going to remove the motherboard. So in removing the motherboard, you have to remove the screw first. So next is, so make sure you're not going to touch any of the surface inside of the motherboard. So we're going to slide this one gently and then lift the motherboard carefully. So there you have it. This is the disassembled system unit. So now we're done in disassembling the system unit. Now what I'm going to do is to assemble again the system unit. So first, I'm going to put back the motherboard. So make sure it's in the right place and then slide it back. So after that, we're going to put the fan slot. So make sure it's on the right position. And to lock the screw tightly. So next, I'm going to put back the power supply. So once the power supply doesn't move, then it's locked, right? So after we put back the power supply, we're going to put back this one. Make sure it's on the right position. And then after the power supply, then we're going to put back the floppy disk drive. And then next is the disk drive. So you have to be careful when putting this back on its own place. So lastly, we're going to put all the wire or cords under its position. So make sure you remember all their position correctly. So this one, we're going to lock it first. And put it back on the ATX power slot. And then next, so next, the connectors for the disk drive. So put them tightly so it won't fall off. connector for the floppy disk. And then last, for the USB. Make sure the wires are not tangled. Then the last wire for the floppy disk, or rather the disk drive. Now once we put the parts back together, the last part is we're going to close the case tightly. And that's it. That's how you assemble and disassemble a system.